move on to another new film that's out in cinemas at the moment, but you probably have to be quick to catch it. It's probably on its way out, and that is Femme. Andy, I think you might be the only person who's seen this. Is that right?
Possibly.
I think so.
Okay.
So it's over to you.
Gorgeous George MacKay stars in a film which essentially is about revenge. Here's a clip.
Is that a bloke? He's a big man in his high heels. Fucking faggots, man.
Don't bother messaging me later when you're looking for a dick to suck.
Hey, do you not know each other? Oh, God, turn around if you're a fucking man. Fuck off!
You're letting them win.
How you want to deal with that?
So, Andy.
Yes, this is a film co-produced by, amongst others, the BBC. Nathan Lloyd Stewart Jarrett, sorry, with the hyphens between the Stewart and the Jarrett. He plays a transgender singer in a nightclub. One night after he's been performing, he goes to buy some drink in a shop and is attacked because he is still in his costume by a group of lads who think of themselves as very butch, very macho, and very, anti-gay and so on. And he gets attacked, he gets beaten up to the extent that he does not perform again on stage for the rest of the movie, right to the end. One of the people who's attacking, in fact, the main attacker is played by George MacKay, who it turns out is attacking him just to impress his mates, but is actually covering up his own gayness. He doesn't want his mates to know that he's gay, so he's picking on another gay person, beating up that gay person, so his mate thinks he's okay. What happens then is that the Nathan Lloyd Stewart Jordan character is back out of drag. He's back dressed as a bloke. He runs into George MacKay, and the two of them start dating. He realises very quickly that George MacKay is the guy who's beaten him up, so he starts dating him in order to get revenge on him. He builds this relationship up, builds it up. He tells George how wonderful it is, how lovely it is, how great it is, with the intention of dumping him at the end of the day in an act of revenge. I thought this was a really powerful drama. It's got a lot to say about gay rights. It's got a lot to say about transgender issues. It's got a lot to say about society's attitudes towards people who may be a little bit different. It's very unusual to see George MacKay in a role such as this, where he is playing very much against type, but does so brilliantly. There are scenes involving drugs and male nudity, homosexuality, homoerotica, and so on. But I thought the basic story of somebody who'd been beaten up because they are gay, getting revenge on the person who beat them up, who also happens to be gay, was quite intriguing. It was a lovely twist on things. It's well acted. It's worth seeing. If you don't get to see it in the cinema, as you said, Bob, you're not going to lose out on a great deal by seeing it on the small screen. You know, it's one of those films, either or. But it's a powerful, intriguing, relevant story about gay and transgender issues and revenge.
Okay. We were, Andy and I were lucky enough to see George MacKay on Monday night at the BFI as part of the Mark Commode in 3D thing, talking about this film.
Yeah.
And he was saying that he's got a kind of a full body tattoo.
Yes,
including a tattoo all around his neck, and he had to have that put on and had to keep it on for 4 days at a time, he said. So he was basically walking around his local neighbourhood and going into the corner shop dressed as this with this great big neck tattoo that he had to explain to everybody he met and so on.
It's quite a violent film. It is a film that is distressing, but it is a film that is trying to say something to our world about the society in which we live. Definitely.
Okay.
They've definitely got a message in mind, but that doesn't spoil the drama, which is why I thought it was so good. It's really well written.
Good. Okay. Score on the door for me.
I gave it an 8. I gave it an 8.
8 out of 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So just based on Andy's review of Femme, that is a Flickering Dreams hit. Again. 2 hits in a row It can't last. Right.
It won't last.
It won't last.